had somebody and you knew they was right.
All right, we'll do 911. We'll do part 1, then we'll do part 2. Okay, we have the regular characters. We came back. Everybody except for Connie. Well, that's her real name. Buck's girlfriend, which I knew she was coming back. I knew she was not coming back this year. Jennifer Love Hewitt. Yeah, is pretty much living in her place. She's all of a sudden shows up. Her boyfriend. It's just a storyline. Her husband beats her, I'm assuming, or abuses her. Is coming after her. Okay, Buck is crazy and in love, finally, but she is gone. And we see Athena and Bobby have gotten together. I was kind of hoping that would happen, even though Athena's all scared because, you know, her husband was gay and left without her, and she was feeling like she did something wrong because she got divorced. So she didn't want to be like happy, show everybody, hey, I'm happy. She didn't want to show everybody that. So she was hiding it. And he was like, look, if you don't want to show anybody that we're together, bye. Of course, Hen and Howie, I love them too. Howie tried to bring this new calendar. So is Buck. Buck thinks he's the finest thing. And this new guy comes in, he was fine. Anyway, I love how Hen kind of put Howie in the calendar without anybody knowing about it. And, you know, he ended up winning. He had took all these pictures, black and white, all this stuff. And she entered in a picture of him saving somebody. And that was the one that actually won. A couple things that happened. The first night was the hottest night of the summer. A lot of stuff was happening. Things busting everywhere. We had this big old earthquake happen. And Athena, Angela Bassett, who was stuck on the highway with a kid who robs and steals stuff. We have all of the firehouse went down, but they all went to go save this apartment this hotel that's going this way. And literally, people are literally dying everywhere. There's one guy was stuck to a window, and this guy was gross. When I mean gross, the girl that tried to work for him and tried to show him ideas, all thing he wanted to talk about was putting her in his bed in his bathtub. Ironically, he ended up dying. He was against the glass, and the pressure was leaning. He held up there. He couldn't move, but they couldn't get to him in time. So the glass broke. Bam. She was holding on by a rope. Intense, people. Intense. Things get really hectic once they save the basketball player who has a big future. He almost lost his whole leg. He decided, hey, I'd rather die than lose my leg. Hannah knew there was a little girl down there. She had kids of her own, her and her wife. Her little girl, they didn't hear her, but they knew a little girl was missing. She went down to go save her. She ended up getting stuck. The last thing I see on the next week, she said on the phone to her wife, I love you. I tried everything I could. You know, it seems like it's dire, so I don't know what's going to happen. I know they'll come together as a team and make it work. I like how Angela Bassett and her husband, even though they're separated, and she's moving on, just like he's moving on, they're going to probably end up being a blended family. I think all of this, honestly, is going to make a lot of bonds happen within the fire crew. Because at first, Buck and the new guy wasn't getting along, because he was kind of hating on him a little bit. This new guy's good looking. He thought he was the only one good looking in the whole fire station. You're not the only one, sweetie. So they're going to end up bonding as well. 911 is a good series. You didn't see the first season. You need to watch the first season. It's on Fox. And the second season is already thrown out explosive. They have one more part to this whole thing. It's going to come on next week, I think. So we had 2 parts this week. And most about the heat. This whole big old first day, excuse me, a bad heat storm. It's just hot. So when it's hot, everybody is up here. And the second one about this earthquake. The earthquake is going to be shattering. It's going to shatter some lives. So stay tuned for the next part of 911.